can't kill you. Makes you wish you were dead. Got a hole in my soul growing deeper and deeper, and I can't take one more moment of this silence. The loneliness is haunting me, and the weight of the world's getting harder to hold up. It comes in waves, I close my eyes, hold my breath and let it bury me. I'm not okay, and it's not alright. Won't you drag the lake and bring me home again? Who will fix me now? Dive in when I'm down. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. Who will make me fight? Drag me out alive. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. What doesn't destroy you leaves you broken instead. Got a hole in my soul going deeper and deeper, and I can't take one more moment of this silence. The loneliness is haunting me, and the weight of the world's getting harder to hold up. It comes in waves, I close my eyes, hold my breath and let it bury me. I'm not okay, and it's not alright. Won't you drag the lake and bring me home again? Who will fix me now? Dive in when I'm down. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. Who will make me fight? Drag me out alive. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. 'Cause you know that I can't do this on my own. 'Cause you know that I can't do this on my own. 'Cause you know that I can't do this on my own. Who will fix me now? Dive in when I'm down. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. Your blades are sharpened with precision.
Hello and welcome everyone to Lightning's Crystal Tide. My name is Aguacate, and for some time I'm your soulcaster right now. Hello and welcome. This match between Snail and TRANQUILO is going to be important because, this is a match for third place. There's already rolls done. Unfortunately, I can't see like exactly. Oh god, it's too many pixels on my screen. The first project is gonna be done by Snail. Okay, Okay, there are some technical difficulties for at least like on our side. So currently they're the technical difficulty should be resolved pretty soon, and already Snail are going to be protecting HR2. Okay, alright, and now the at least audio issues are fixed, and that's good. Yeah, Tranquilo, I mean, for Tranquilo, they might need to think about, like, what are they gonna be then? I guess, simply put, it is a question of, like, literally what are they gonna have to play with. Since Snail and Tranquilo are scenes 2 and 3, and either team can fight against Lars. Even though Lars isn't Civil Force, we've seen a week ago with a match Lars Snail, it ended up as 7-2. Yes, Tranquilo did destroy Force Bra, they did destroy Samba do Brasil in a Brazilian fashion. Actually, Brazilian the Brazilian team with the score 7-1. Now, the only kind of barrier between Tranquilo being third and second is them being to win against Snail. I mean, obviously the roles are going to be insane in both teams, and already Tranquilo are protecting him into they do need the lawyer pick to work for them, not against them. And honestly, looking at the map pool, it does make sense that HR2 is going to be protected by... Okay, at least the songs are fun. GT3 is being banned. Okay, GT3 being banned against... Okay, who's Minefield Surfer? Okay, that is increase, apparently. We do hear one of the songs from the previous map, which is actually a pretty banger song. Yeah, Fremont too. I'm honestly, I'm sorry walking out. I'm just waiting on my co-caster to be there. And oh god, what is happening with the audio? And almost Extrema to our bands, we're not gonna get the Camellia song, unfortunately. And finally, I have my co-caster with me, Whiten.
Hey, hello everybody. We are back with the grand finals now. How are you doing, Avocado?
I'm doing fine. Apparently, Lucrece just renamed himself to Minefield Surfer.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Alright.
Yeah.
Wow.
As for the bands, Noma6312 from Snail and DK3311 from Tranquilo.
Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. Fremont 1 ban in particular, the map is quite, how do I put it? It's not necessarily interesting. There's some patterns that might be quite demon for the players, especially like the cut doubles that might be quite problematic. Personally, when I was modding it, when I was looking at the map, it struck me as a little, how do I put it? Questionable, but the gamer insisted, even though the QA said otherwise. But oh well, it is what it is. The first pick is going to be from TRANQUILO, and if anything, would they go with their own Protect? What do you think, Avocado?
Honestly, seeing the bands, it literally everything here makes sense, and they're going. Actually, it's pretty fun map, which again, something that I already have seen that I unfortunately didn't cast through last time it was chosen. It is No More 5 from World Cup 2024, which and that was the grand finals map,
Yeah.
which I was a caster for. I should remember the map, but unfortunately I don't think it was picked even there.
Yeah, but still, the map has been used in other places as well, not only Garage Cup, I think it was in 4WC 2024 as well as a Grand Finals map. An awesome map by Silver Boxer, had a lot of fun QAing it back in 2024. But the map itself, if I were to describe it, it's just 270 BPM Silver Boxer, a lot of burst, a lot of finger control, and a lot of shred. Sometimes it can be suggested by the song itself. I think the song speaks for itself.
I mean, honestly, I did look back through the detailed results on the Garage Cup, and yes, No 5 wasn't even picked. So this is the first time of me seeing the map, not in like the showcase manner, but the match itself.
Yeah. The question is though, with that pick, would Kamenshik? I mean, Kamenshik is obviously going to be there. But something to note from the last time is that Xylus was absent on the previous finals match against Lars, and the question is, did he wake up for this one as well?
Oh no!
I'm looking through currently the Osu category on Twitch. He usually streams the matches.
He's not there.
Yeah, he's not there. I do see Kamenshik, but I do not see Xylus. Hopefully he is still online and he is still with his team. If not, then that might be quite problematic for the players. So for Snail, because that would be the second time when the team by itself focuses a lot on mechanics, and without Xylus, this is going to be a really tough time. We do see Allegrissimo back in again
I'm
for
sorry
Snail.
to spoil your fun, but I literally looked at the stage last seen 31 hours ago.
Ooh,
That is a problem.
This might be a little, how do I put it? Not underwhelming, but also quite sad by itself. Ronipan, Kamenshik, and Allegrissimo on the side of Snail, and Alexupias, also known as Walter, Raikoho, and Neneric for TRANQUILO. And without Xylus, this is probably on paper going to be heavily favored towards TRANQUILO. We do already see some few misses on the start of the Allegrissimo, Ronipan, Kamenshik. A full miss from all three players from Snail. Raikoho, the one trading for TRANQUILO, but still 2 FCs on the board for the team on the right, with Neneric holding an SS almost up until the very end.
I mean, honestly, it is a shredder map, and it is kind of interesting to see Katagiri not being used in Taiko for once, but being in standard, because usually I'd say like, oh yeah, this song specifically is good for Taiko, obviously. Like it's great for Noma too, because I mean in Taiko the slots are slightly different. But having 270 BPM in standard, it is really painful. In Taiko, you can make it into like 1.6, 1.4, 1.8. Like, yeah, it's gonna be painful, obviously, but still, it's gonna be something.
It's still gonna be something, but
and then you just see this. This
to
is
be
just
fair,
painful.
you'd be surprised how often category is used in tournaments for like something like Nomad 5, especially for open rank tournaments. But nonetheless, though, while we are still talking about it, Kaminchik does find a good recovery. Allegrissimo is not having a good time with this map so far. 80,000 score, but look at Numerical, look at Eric. Absolutely shredding and destroying this map. Of course, as I say that, he finds a miss, but still, what an amazing score on his side. And even then,
What is Raikaho?
yeah, look at Raikaho. Still, the recovery is massive for him, as well as Welter. 650 combo as well as 900 for Raikaho, going about to 1,000, destroying any competition on this. The only one to oppose him on the opposite team is Kaminchik, but even then, what can Kaminchik do when you are alone against 3 players? And with that, it was an absolute decimation on Nomad 5.
Yeah, you can literally, like, even though they're like a 1v3 did not happen because, well, Kaminchik is Kaminchik, he still opposes literally every single player. Like, at least he's trying to. No! The other team just said no. They refused. Like, 1 slider break from Raikaho, at least like 1 slider break, 1 miss from Welter, and 4 misses from Hendrik, but still, it's just like 1 singular point in the map where they miss.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
What the hell is this Raikaho cooking?
Yeah, S rank for Raikaho, it's honestly crazy on this type of map. The map pool by itself, it might be on paper an 8-star map pool, but some picks are a lot hotter in comparison, such as one of the bans from the Snail, Nomad 6, or something like Hidden 1. But with that being said, though, Snail still on a deficit, not the best start, but given that it's a pick from TRANQUILO, Snail do have an option to try and come back, but once again, they do not have Xylus, one of the core players for this roster, so it's going to be a difficult task. And with that, what do you have? Are you going to go already with your Protect to try and keep the momentum up, or are you going to go with some other Hard Rock? Because on paper, I feel like it can pose a serious threat on Hard Rock as well.
God, the outro of the song is so goofy.
True.
But yeah, for Snail, honestly, they can go with their Protect, they can open up with their Protect, though, again, if they are lacking Xylus, they're gonna be in so much pain trying to win the points.
That's true, and even then, you still have other players that hopefully everybody is still present except for Xylus. I tell you, do not have any hope that Xylus will come back unless the focus is there, but they do go with their Protect to try and not give too much momentum to TRANQUILO, which I can respect. A hyper precision map, CS 7.8, a lot of aim also present here. So with that being said, I feel like on paper, Snail should be feeling comfortable, but something to note though is that TRANQUILO, they have Walter, one of the best precision players in the world, so it's going to be a tough task, a tough challenge ahead of them.
Oh, honestly, again, looking at the map pool, this at some point this gets so scary for Snail that if they don't open up with like 2 points of their own, they're done.
Probably. Like, especially while not having Xylus. So basically what TRANQUILO does then, I think
speeds are gone. Like
yeah,
every single speed pick is gone. Every single I would even say Noma 2 is gone for them.
perhaps. Something that I'm really surprised about is the DT free ban. I guess TRANQUILO still did not have insights about Xylus not being present in the match, but
I mean, maybe
if
it's just
anything,
them not being comfortable on it, because I know the map of play. I mean, I was playing it Nomad, obviously. It is literally Nomad 2 from like back in the day, 2022. Just the default freaking Nomad 2. And honestly, look, in DT, it is painful for people. Because if you see, there is no like not many DTFCs even. Because it's only 2 scores are Matty and Malashevsky. And like,
yeah,
if you look at FCs specifically, there is none. So if the leaderboard is literally HDHR scores and only Matty and Malashevsky on FCs, why don't you ban it?
fair. But coming back to Hard Rock 2, was that a thief game mode from Deca 10, or was that just a little bit of a lag? But still, early misses from Deca 10, a few early misses that might give a slight advantage already to Tranquilo, but
Oh,
picked up by
Jack and
Impact and
Eric.
Generic.
Oh, and
Ooh,
Pen as
misses.
well.
Oh my
Everybody's
god.
missing except for Allegrissimo.
Interesting. Just Allegrissimo
I
put
mean,
him back in.
sometimes, even though currently Tranquilo are in the lead, Eric with a pretty nice recovery, and again, 97 opposing the Allegrissimo power. Not anymore. What is this?
Interesting.
What is happening? Also, you gotta love the color explosions.
Yep. You gotta love them, but so far, Lareka holding the highest combo, 200 combo to his name, looking really comfortable on this map. But still, no combo to match him so far. 96,000 going further towards the right as the time passes. The map is not really that long, so every single second is gonna matter. Every single second is gonna matter, and with that, I feel like 160,000, no combos to match, but still, Raikaho is just doing wonders for his team.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it is kind of funny to see, like, to discuss recursive, while at the same time, it doesn't work when the team is just so good. There's just enough recoveries, like recovery is stacked on top of recovery. And if you look at the accuracies, Raikkonen with 99.5.
Yep, missed
Okay,
earlier,
bro.
but still,
Okay, bro.
even then, to be fair, this map is not necessarily that hard to hack. Most of the hack drops will probably come from misses, but still, even then, this is a really good hack on his end. 290,000 score and growing for Tranquilo, but no combos to match. The only one who was trying to hold any combo at some point was Allegrissimo and Petit, but Deca 10 not only having a good time with this map, but look at Raikaho making such a difference. 630,000 score, only just a couple of slider breaks, and with that, Tranquilo start off really strong, taking opponents protect and also gaining a break point for their own. Still in the lead at 2-0.
Oh, this is literally where it gets painful for Snail, because if they literally, as I said, if they don't get a point in next two picks, it is as good as over. It is gonna be hard. It is gonna be hard for them without Xylus, and they know it.
There's still some chances, like
Yeah, there are chances. Obviously, you have seen Allegrissimo pop off hard, yet there are.
Oh my god, DT2.
Sometimes one person is not enough.
Yep, we have a DT2 pick coming in from Tranquilo. The speed abuse is real. Nomad 5 going pretty convincingly towards Tranquilo's side, and DT2, obviously, while being more stamina focused, this one is still speed, this one is still mechanics, and once again, they do capitalize and they do abuse the fact that Xylus is not present. But even then, even if you included Xylus' score, for example, on Nomad 5, the third player for Snail would probably have been Allegrissimo, and even then, 3 players from Tranquilo managed to outscore Snail pretty convincingly. So, with that being said, DT2, a really good pick for them, can try to take the third point on the board, but there is an X factor. Kamenchik was there for Nomad 5, held the highest score for his team, and in case if he pops off, then there is a possibility to try and get the first breakpoint on the board. These two teams, they have been there. They have faced off against each other in the semifinals, the winners bracket, and Snail managed to win. So with the map pool being hotter, apparently it does favor Tranquilo a little more, but still, the magic can still be there.
That's true. That's true. And at the same time, it is honestly, it is do or die situation, because if Tranquilo get another point, as much as I'm a doomer, like you gotta know the situation. You either need some sort of miracle, or I don't know.
You gotta hope, man. You gotta hope. The hope dies last. But still, the DT2 probably gonna be starting off shortly. If I'm not mistaken, we're probably gonna see Nineric once again for TRANQUILO, Walter 2, and probably Raikaho. If not, then maybe subbed in by either Lucrease or Jackpacks. But I'm pretty much confident that it's probably gonna be Raiko. For Snail, it's gonna be Kamenchik, Allegrissimo, and I suppose either Dekatan or Ronnie Pan once more, but the good luck funds are now in the chat, which means that we are going to be transitioning into this DT2 very shortly. Oh. No player on Snail?
Not sure what is happening.
Let me ask.
Yeah, there might be an abort in place, honestly.
Yeah, probably internet, probably some technical issues. Hello, Scudus. I guess we're gonna be waiting. It probably was Kamenchik, the main star when it comes to mechanics and speed for their team. Still, probably, let me take a look. I think he's still online. Yeah, he's still online. Is he?
I don't see his stream. Oh no, he's streaming still.
Did he rage quit?
I think yeah. He just quit.
Wait.
Oh, yep, he's also crashed, I think. He, like, either he quit or he's also crashed.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. And he is back, alright. A little bit of technical issues on him, but no Allegrissimo, as much as Lucrease would have loved that. You gotta put on the specialist when it comes to this skill set, and Kamenchik really good at this skill set in general, so it makes sense with this lineup. Dekatan making an appearance here instead of Nomad 5, instead of Allegrissimo, but which also does make sense. But with that being said, DT2 has been used prior in Moscow, Osu event 2024, and a year prior in Walter, probably similar with this map at the very least. But with that being said, the match is slowly starting off more, and so far so good for both of these teams. The slide act drops from Dekatan, 92% accuracy, but still the FCs are on the board. No early misses so far, and really strong accuracy on TRANQUILO.
It's still going to be quite painful for players to proceed with the map, because Raikaho was already fighting misses, even though it doesn't matter like exactly too much as long as Nineric and Walter hold. And you can see that like the accuracy difference is
exactly
big time.
And still, it's a 1v2. Both Walter and Nineric holding the combo. Ronnie Pan, the only player on the side of Snail, trying to hold off some sort of combo. Also breaking Nineric, also trading. But Walter, though, the one who is supposed to be the most familiar with the map, good on the FC Kamenchik, the closest recovery from Snail. 328 combos still on him, so it might make a difference here in case Walter misses. But Bancho apparently has some other plans, finally getting back into action. Dekatan struggling with the accuracy, 84% on his side, while Nineric, actually, was that a Bancho break?
It might have been a Bancho miss, exactly, because after the Bancho kind of brought us back to life, you have seen the the cursor jiggled way too hard. Oh, actually not. The combos are gone.
The combos are gone, and entirely gone, by the way. Walter missing, Kamenchik also not being able to find the combo.
Full reset.
Full reset except for Raikaho. Look at Raikaho once again. Destroy any competition on this map. Walter has done so much for his team earlier on, but the second half, the hardest part of the map, by the way, the Ki, look at him go. Look at him hitting all these streams. Look at him all hitting all these patterns. Finally finding a miss, though. the absolute shred finally making him fall. Kamenchik, the only one holding through this absolute nightmare, also falling in the process as Nineric, the only one with the combo, but it does not matter here at all, as the difference is way too big to try and have any sort of comeback.
Okay, hold up. Let me check if Decadent was okay. Yep, he was.
He left earlier. Yeah, it's just the Bancho. Yeah, it's just Bancho.
It's just Bancho moment.
It's like when the Bancho lags, players leave the room a little earlier. So yeah, it just happens. Bancho not feeling that great with their servers so far, but it doesn't stop TRANQUILO from getting the third point on the board. Momentum fully on their side as Snail will be trying to find something to face off against the number 2 seeded team at TRANQUILO. No Mot 4 being picked on their part. Not the best map for Kamenchik, but still, Allegrissimo that's the map where he would potentially shine. The map is very well known, has been used in a lot of tournaments throughout the years. So the first appearance, I think it was Corsair's Open 2024. So with that being said, on paper, obviously Snail lacking a few players. Allegrissimo could be the X factor when it comes to this map, but also do not count off someone like Dekatan or maybe Ronipan, who will most likely also will be making an appearance on this map. TRANQUILO, on the other hand, though, Raiko, maybe Jackbacks, and probably Welter for their side.
Yeah, also, like, just mentioning the map, honestly, the first time it was used, it wasn't Corsair's, it was Mahula Regional Cup, so a Filipino tournament, pretty much.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it was a custom map for Corsair's, though.
No.
I'm pretty sure it has it in the map description.
I mean, it is MRC5 Grand Final number 4, literally in the description.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, my bad.
But yeah, honestly, betting into tech might be a good decision comparing if the other team doesn't feel too well as they did. Like, if it's the same as last weekend, if TRANQUILO doesn't do well on tech, well, there might be a first point in contention for Snail, because last time I've seen specifically TRANQUILO struggling on tech was the match against 4R2B. I'm gonna butcher their name because it's way too long. I do not
Probably.
Yeah, they did lose by around 900k, so it is what it is.
It is what it is indeed. A little bit of a timer issues here for a little bit, probably, or was that a call for timeout? But with that being said, though, the players are back in, and of course, you can't talk about putting anything back in without Allegrissimo. And as I've probably predicted, Welter, Nineric, and Jackbacks. Can't believe I fell for that, but oh well. No Mot 4, a really well-known map, focuses a lot on Slather Tech and a collab between Nuge and Theory, the mappers who specialize in this type of mapping. But with that being said, though, the map slowly starts off, but by itself, it's pretty long, I think. It's around 3 minutes and 38 seconds, so a lot of places to miss on, a lot of room for error and room for maneuvers, basically. But with that, the map is slowly going to be starting picking up right now.
Honestly, it does need to be watched thoroughly, because those slow sliders, man, they got some of the best players off guard. And you know, if you're losing couple to a slow slider, it is gonna be painful. And people are not gonna like it too much, but yeah, we're just getting into the first guy, and the score difference is so little that that first guy might make a difference, and a big one.
Alright, then first miss on the board is going to be Ronapan, traded immediately by Nineric. The first PI still on the board. 2 FCs against 1, but Allegrismo does find a miss, though. Welter and Jackpack still on the FCs. Welter does trade. It's very close between Decatan and Jackpacks, but Jackpacks does fall, though. Decatan, the one with the combo, will try to make a difference. Snail, they really need a point on their side, and feel like that's the first time in the entire match when they have the opportunity presented to them in the silver platter. A few misses from Welter, but Decatan does lose out on the FC Jackpacks, and Allegrisimo on the recoveries, but still, due to the accuracy, TRANQUILO are going to be in the lead.
I mean, honestly, it is going to be an insane battle here. Unfortunately, we cannot see how long the map is. I mean, the current progress bar on the map. I wish we could see, because if that's the case, honestly, it is just a painful sight currently for if you're a fan of Snail, because Welter and Decatan are trading misses. Jungwoo Young also missing. It's only Allegrismo with combo against Eric.
Jackpack does miss, though. Jackpack does miss. Nineric also losing.
Eric.
Exactly. Both combos are now out of the way. Nineric, the only one with the combo, held it through, but still, the difference is so close. 4,000. It's so close. The last guy is still in the swing. It's left shifting left, right, and center. It's going all the places possible. Every miss is counting, but Welter and Allegrisimo, the only players holding something throughout the chaos. Welter does miss, which gives the advantage back to Snail. Allegrisimo needs to hold on to try and have the chances, but he does miss. 3,000, it's so close. 2,000, last guy still on the swing. 4,000.
So close with those misses. It's not going to be too well for Decatan. The score difference goes to 12, 14, 15,000. Allegrisimo, oh god, everybody is missing except Jackpacks and Allegrisimo trying to fight him back, but it's 20,000 of score differences. I think the song is coming to a close, and that's it.
Coming to a close, not really. There's still some sections here. Allegrisimo, though, does find a miss. There was the only recovery. The only recovery was there for Allegrisimo, but still 1,000. It slowly shifts towards the left. There is still time. 1,000. The miss from Decatan does switch it. There is still time. Jackpack does miss. Nineric, the only one with the combo, but Jungwoo Young, look at him go. The combo 400. It should switch, but everybody finds a miss. 4,000. 4,000 difference. For these two players, for these two teams, what is going on, Avocado? That was so close throughout the entire map. And it was a swing ride. It was a roller coaster.
Literally switching the score at the end point.
Wow.
This is literally the closest they've ever been, and honestly, Snail betting on Nomad 4 might have been the key to success, but unfortunately, those that a lot of misses from the whole team. It's just like reset on top of reset on top of reset for pretty much every single player. Nobody can keep up the combo. Allegrisimo with a pretty good score. Actually, hold up, let me check what the exact score is. Jackpacks with 344k, but Allegrisimo 374. Man.
Yeah.
Everybody is literally trying their best to keep other team at bay. It's just not doing it's not doing too well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was basically a competition of who will try to hold something amidst the chaos, but still, the players frustrated with the map, and I can get that. The map is quite difficult and has been seen in a lot of places, especially throughout the recent years. So, with that being said, though, TRANQUILO will be the ones to take the 4th point, and still Snail is so close yet so far from their first point on the board, unable to find the answer, as TRANQUILO just do not give them any chances. Hidden 2 being picked might as well
they want their protect. They need their protect.
They need it, and with that, I mean, given Nilmot 6 and Fremont 2 bans, TRANQUILO will be the ones to try and close this out right here and right now to get the 5th point and fully shift the momentum to their side. Obviously, the chances for Snail are still there, but it does not look good for them. The light and the end of the tunnel is looking ever so bleak, and with no maps, it just feels like a battle against the brick wall that just stands on their way and blocks them.
As much as the wall stands, sometimes As I was saying actually last year, one of my favorite sayings was, even the gods can fall, even the walls can break. And honestly, we've seen our fair share of insanity in the OSU game tournaments. We've seen how much, how much favorites are. Sometimes they throw, sometimes they just fall from nothing. And as good as he might be, there might be a case of just like one singular off day, one singular off map that shifts the whole momentum of the match to something that you do not want it to be.
Pretty much. And that brings us to the Hidden 2, the players in the lobby. Kamenchik, Allegrissimo, and Petit on the side of Snail. Ethan Trix, Jackpax, and Welter probably on the side of Tranquillo. Ethan Trix being the specialist when it comes to this skill set. No one came close to him when it comes to low AR reading in this entire tournament, as can be suggested by the stats. And with that being said, Tranquillo looking at their potential 5th score on the board. It's only a matter of taking it, but Snail, they can try and pop off. There is a possibility, there is a chance. No matter how dim it is, there's always something worth fighting for here.
I mean, if there's something worth fighting for, they should fight for it. And again, Hidden 2, as much as that might be a pick for Tranquillo, there is still a chance that can be seen that it might fail.
Indeed, Welter not looking so comfortable on the map so far. A lot of misses found on his end. Petit does find a miss earlier as well. Kamenchik and Allegrissimo on the recoveries against Ethan Trix and Jackpack. But Kamenchik though does find a slider break on the spiders. Allegrissimo also finding a miss. The entirety of Snail collapsing in the single moment. Jackpacks find a miss, but Ethan Trix also falls on the transition as we are starting off with the Spurs KI, but still Tranquillo with a 60,000 score lead, looking to get it ever so high with this Hidden 2, as Kamenchik and Pitted also miss, but while others, specifically Ethan Trix and Jackpacks, hold through this KI.
Oh boy. The score difference is sure scary, and finally seeing Ethan popping off is good. It is honestly interesting to see, to look at those players. And as much as the map is painful,
I mean, while we are saying
Snail,
this, though, Jackpax is currently the one with the highest score.
I'm
sorry, Jack. I'm sorry.
you're
my
not.
bad.
No, you are not. And currently, it's again Ethan.
Yep, it's just him, but still the combos on the side of Snail are there. Pitted with the combo. Kamenchik not being able to find anything so far, but the advantage is still heavily favored towards Tranquillo. Ethan Trix does find a miss though. Jackpacks and Walter though find some combo still to remit. I should probably just shut up at this point. My bad.
Nope.
My bad.
No, bro. Honestly, as much as people love breaking their own combos and recovering them later down the line, there is still 100k of score difference, and that 100k goes a long way, I'd say. And Kamenchik getting cut off on the offbeat sliders is pretty painful for Team Snail.
Pretty much. And yeah, 110,000 difference.
Slider diff and 110k. They see it. Everyone sees it. It is still painful though.
Pretty much.
What is those misses though?
Oh no! Not these misses. Walter also fighting a miss. Ethan Trix and Jackpack is the only ones with the combo. Kamenchik also breaking that Hana combo barrier, but still, this is so brutal for all of the players. Misses left, right, and center. Full combo reset from the entirety of the lobby, as the difference is 160,000. And with that, the last KI ends as we are left with the outro. And as the dust settles, Tranquillo will take the 5th point on the board, and no chances for Snail.
I mean, they're getting way closer to the match point to from where they want to be. And honestly, for Snail, it is again do or die. It is already past the point of return, I'd say. If they want to at least try to get a point, they might go for one of the free mods that are left, because I don't think either mod, like quote unquote mod pack, is gonna work for them.
Pretty much, but still, only 2 maps left for TRANQUILO to try and take that victory. Snail, they need to think, they need that point, because otherwise TRANQUILO are going to be on the match point, taking the 6th point on the board, which will basically be almost a guaranteed game over for Snail. But with that being said though, best of 13 continues to go. The options are limited, but no Mod 4 might open the eyes for the side of Snail. There's still options for tech. Mainly, there is Hidden 3. There is also a possibility of something like Free Mod 3. Obviously, focused a lot more on mechanics to 130 BPM, but still, the closest one in terms of mapping is probably going to be Hidden 3, but it has a lot of brutal patterns that might make players from Snail hesitant to pick it.
I mean, honestly, if they want to bet on anything, it's either Free Mod 3 or Hidden 3. If they want to go again into the world of painful tech, they just lost the Hidden, they might say like, oh no, we do not want to play Hidden exactly, like at least like a full team, we don't want to play, like we don't want to bother with it. They might go to Free Mod 3, but no, we're actually seeing HR1.
Interesting, an HR1 being picked, a custom map by...
It is actually a fun name though. We've been doing that for the literally entirety of the match today, but you know, it is both a blessing and a curse.
Crystal Lake curse. Well, they might as well be calling in for someone to finally curse and put an end to TRANQUILO's rampage.
But again, 200 BPM, I mean 228. If they can win here, they might as well go out with a bang.
Might as well. Yep. Just seconds separating us from this Hard Rock 1. A custom map by Iluchik, by the way, so thank you very much for Iluchik for making this map. But with that being said, though, we do see probably Kamenchik joining in for Snail, Raiko, Nineric, and Welter on the side of TRANQUILO. For Snail, it's probably going to be Allegrissimo and most likely Decatan, if anything. But I could very much see Ranipan or Zhang Weiyang joining in for Snail as well. The options are there, but I feel like on paper it should be Decatan.
Depends on the situation, but honestly, it is looking very scary.
It is. On paper, once again, Hard Rock 1 being mechanics favored. I feel like without Xylas, this one should be on paper going towards TRANQUILO, but out of desperation, Snail, they just need to find something in this match, and Hard Rock 1 might be a pretty solid option for them. Players joining in, and with that being said, we are slowly going to be starting off with this map. 228 BPM mechanics, a lot of streams scattered throughout the entire map.
Honestly, as much as the intro is chill, we are gonna get down dirty real soon, because this is literally what you're gonna see in the map.
Yep. It starts off
no 1-1-esque stuff, and then you get the streams.
Pretty much, it's just the streams. Well, not really. There's a lot of aim as well involved in this map. But with that being said, though, the earlier intro does live only Allegrissimo with the combo on the side of Snail, 2 FCs on the side of TRANQUILO, Raikaho and Welter holding out considerable combos. Nereg not being able to find the combos on this low section, and the FC for Snail does break to Kaden. Also, a lot of misses found on his end as Kamenchik, the only one who's holding so far. Velter does miss. Raikaho also finds a miss, but the difference is already quite massive. But Kamenchik, if he can do it, then that might as well save Snail.
I mean, as much as it could save, it's honestly so painful to look at the Caden's performance, because honestly, you have seen him perform really well in tournaments. I'm not sure what is happening with him, because for 2 weeks, his performance has been dwindling. It's
no, I think he's still doing well. He has been
he is doing well, but it's just like
sets. In general, he plays the skill set that he's not comfortable with right now. So, with that being said, the Nereg does find him as Kamenchik, still with a huge, massive, actually, recovery combo. The only one that's trying to oppose him is Raikaho, 460 combo. Kamenchik, though, does find a miss. No
also, I forgot to
hope for
mention
them.
Walter on the support combo of 350 already. So, 2 people with huge with huge combos, good accuracies, like very good accuracies. They're just destroying the opponent's team, and honestly, HR1 is painful for Snails.
Pretty much. It is painful. It was a pick out of desperation, but it does not look good. Raikaho, 700 combo, as much as Kamenchik, Allegrissimo, and Decatan might try. TRANQUILO are locked in to secure that match point and close it out with the bang here. Highest combo in the lobby is once again Raikaho, making a difference time and time again. This Turkish superstar showing up so much throughout the entire match. And even then, even if he did not show up this much, you have support of someone like Walter and Neneric helping out tremendously. And with that being said, though, Snail, they're not even doing bad. Kamenchik, Allegrissimo, and Decatan are trying their best, and honestly, Kamenchik's score is very solid here, as well as Allegrissimo's. Decatan a little lacking here, but still, this is not his comfort pick. And with that, TRANQUILO take the match point to themselves, one step away to face Lars in the grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah, and honestly, you've been saying good stuff about Raikaho, and looking, like, even right now, I'm just looking at the match cost. So, his match cost, like, the only closest person from the other team is Kamenchik. Like, if we look for Bathbot, it's 2.23 for Kamenchik, but 2.54 for Raikaho.
Incredible results, and to put the salt on the wood, hidden one.
Oh no!
It recently ranked
with the pony map.
Yeah, Ethan Trick said earlier, this pool is Vogue, and we might as well be going full Vogue with this hidden one.
Oh no!
Rainbow Dash likes girls. And with that, AR9, 220 BPM, awkward aim, and mechanics also. With this one, oh my god.
Yeah, this, honestly, you already have seen the map by Easy Champ. The only Easy Champ. He's goated, honestly. And also, fun fact, the map has 3 FCs now. 1 from Easy Champ, 1 from Emrek, and apparently 1 hour and almost 50 minutes ago, it was Kriller.
Oh damn. Well, the grind never stops for these players, but still, Snail in a desperate situation. 0-6. Maybe hidden one will be their saving grace, or maybe that will be the bullet that will finish the job off. We'll only see the players slowly joining in, the players ready. Kamenchik, Allegrissimo, Decatan probably making an appearance once more. Jackpacks, Welter, and Ethan Tricks as well. probably for Tranquillo. And with that, the players are in the lobby. Good luck, fans in the chat. We will slowly and surely transition into this hidden one, which could potentially be the final map of this match and the final map for Snail.
Oh boy, this might be pretty painful for Snail, but we'll need to see. We'll need to see.
Only time will tell. And well, if I were Snail, getting eliminated from a tournament from on a map like Rainbow Dash likes girls.
I'm not sure what is happening with Kamachik. Is this Bancho trolling, or did he just really not tap the first 20 notes?
You know, that happens. Sometimes you just, probably just Bancho. It does look like the score is looking quite good. It's just Bancho basically, but nonetheless though, Decaden gonna be the first one to find a break earlier on, excluding for Kamenchik. Apparently Kamenchik did break earlier on as well. Welter and Jackpacks also finding the misses as Alagrissimo is also not being able to hold the combos. Just Kamenchik against Ethan Tricks as the intro does end.
Okay, Jack is not happy. Jack is not happy. Breaking right before the slow side intersection. Oh god, this is so painful. But again, this is getting like at least somewhat close. Yes, the intro lead for Tranquillo does make sense, and it's 40,000, but the map's not over. The map's quite like I would say the map's quite long, 1.2k combo, and we're only like 400 combo in.
Another miss from Dekatan though, and one from Welter. Both players trading. Sorry, but it does favor Tranquillo at this point. Another miss from Welter though does not help the situation. Alagrissimo though does find a miss. The recovery combo from Jackpacks making the difference from Tranquillo. But Kamenchik though, that's huge.
Reset! Full combo reset for Snail. That is not something you want, especially on the last map.
On the last map as well, it might be the squares are there, but Ethan Tricks is like the fish in the water, so comfortable on these jumps. 8 or 9 is nothing to him. Finds a miss though. My bad, Ethan, but Jackpacks though, still the highest combo in the lobby. Even if Ethan Tricks missed earlier, Jackpacks is still the one to hold on his legacy. 217,000, the map slowly finishing off, and with that,
already
the door.
saying GG, and honestly, it is kind of funny to see like you denying Ethan Tricks the 4th ever FC on the map. You know?
My bad.
Well, just let the man cook, you know?
Yeah, I should not be opening my mouth when somebody pops off. It's true.
Caster curses are funny, but at the same time, you know, we just love good pop-off performances, and honestly, I just want to see how the score ends up.
Well,
if it ends up to be just a 1 miss, it's this is just gonna be an insanity.
It's gonna be tragic, but it looks like it's not the question of whether Snail will try and take something from this map. It's the question of whether Ethan Tricks can do the magic and just make a huge score on this. Just a 1 miss in the middle of the map. The squares are there, and he does miss towards the very end though. But this is still solid. 370,000, and with that, as the last Ki reigns on as the last slider, the last heart, Snail will be eliminated from Leiden's Crystal Tide at the 3rd place. Still a good performance on them. They do secure 20 USD, but still, Tranquillo live off to face Lars in the grand finals.
Another rematch between those two, and honestly, this...
did they really play against each other? I don't think they did. It was Snail last time.
Oh.
Tranquillo and Lars have not played together yet.
Again, by what I mean by rematch in this case is the fact that the players are already like, everybody knows each other. They literally played each other so many times. So calling this a rematch is, I'd say, okay.
Debatable, but anyways, with that being said though, It does end up as a sweep. Thank you, Snail, so much for participating in this tournament. But today, Tranquillo will be taking it 7-0. As much as Snail might have tried, Tranquillo were on another level today and secure a guaranteed second place to face off against Malazhevsky's team, Lars, and not just Malazhevsky, to be fair, it's Milosh, it's Sharitori, it's so many players, and I feel like we might as well see a banger match coming up ahead of us. But with that being said, though, casting this match for you was Leiden and Avocado. Streaming this one was a Yes Lifer, and with that, we will be saying our goodbyes.
Yep, goodbye for now, but again, there is at least one more match tomorrow that we need to see, which is the grand final. And you know, it might not end up as this one. It will be close.